Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. My name is Annalise and this is my channel where we get planty with it. I have to take a sip of coffee because it's been a long day already and it's only like 4 o'clock. Anyways, today I wanted to do a super fun video. This is a video I've seen a couple of other people do and I absolutely love watching, so I decided to film my own, and that is my biggest plant glow ups. So basically looking at plants and how they've glown up over the time that I've had them. I also decided to include a couple glow downs. That's not a word, I just made that up, but basically plants that at one point looked really good and then don't look so good right now, just to normalize that experience. I know a lot of times we only see the plants that are doing really well and looking beautifully, but everybody has plant fails, plant struggles. It's totally normal. I have some I'm very sad about and it's totally fine. So I'm gonna show you guys first my glow ups and then a couple glow downs, as I'm calling them. So if that sounds like fun and you wanna watch, definitely stay tuned. Okay, so first up, I've talked about this one quite a bit. This was part of my first ever import order that I placed from Indonesia. I think the plant originally arrived in March, and I'll include a picture of it when I first got it. It had about 3 or 4 leaves. It was a very baby plant. And then just a few months later, it had grown so much more. I'll include that update picture with the date. I don't remember the exact month of it. But then I want you guys to see what it looks like today because it's absolutely crazy. Here is my variegated burrow marks. Now, full disclosure, this is just one cutting of it. You can see how crazy it went down here with these roots, the stems, and I ended up cutting it into a lot of pieces. So here's one big bunch of cuttings, I have this big bunch of cuttings, and I have about 2 more of this amount of cuttings, which is actually crazy if you think about it. It went from 4 leaves to this crazy amount in less than a year. I don't understand what happened. I think burrow marks in general just grow really quickly, and that includes the variegated form, because I don't give this guy a ton of special treatment. It sits on my plant shelf under a grow light, but that's pretty much it. And these guys are just living in water right now and they're still doing so well, taking off. The variegation on this one especially is so stunning. Has a ton of yellow. This one does have some reverted leaves, but I usually just chop those off when I see them and then it'll start putting out nicer, you know, yellow, beautiful growth. So that is my first glow up. Next up is a Hoya. I have a couple Hoyas in this video. I decided to include this Hoya because the other day somebody actually commented on my Hoya collection video, which I did many months ago, and in that video I talked a lot about how my Hoya Bella was dying. I think at that point my Hoya Bella only had like 4, maybe 6 leaves left, and I did not think it was going to make it after it was attacked by spider mites. And so someone commented and asked like, how's the Hoya Bella doing now, and offered to send me one if it wasn't doing better, which was so sweet. Thank you so much for that. But actually my Hoya Bella has bounced back and is doing better than ever. So I wanted to show you guys. I don't have an original picture of when it was struggling, but just imagine it with like 4 leaves. And this is it right now. Here she is. So I think you can kind of see, this is the original branch and it was literally like these leaves down here. And I don't know if it'll come across on camera, but they are super damaged. Like you can see the spider mite damage, especially on the back of the leaf. And so all of that, all of the rest of it, so basically from there up, and this whole branch is completely a new, healthy, beautiful growth. I'm absolutely obsessed. I'm so happy this plant came back to life. It's so pretty. I think I'm gonna chop and prop it soon because I wanna kind of have it fuller in here. Also, let me show off this glass. I think I showed it to you guys before, but this is my little gloriosum glass. If you can see, there's an etched gloriosum on the front and it's perfect for holding leca. My friend Marianne actually makes these. She just officially opened her shop, so she does etchings and she also does decals and things like that. So definitely check her out if you want some cool glass containers for leca. Actually, pause. I have a shameless plug for her. Another thing I just got, and I'm sure this will not show up well on camera, but I'm gonna try to show you guys anyway. I just got this glass cup with a lid and a glass straw from her, and I don't know if you can see it, but there is a monstera leaf etched on there on both sides. It's really hard to see with a clear liquid in there, but in person it looks so pretty. So I'll link her shop if you guys want to, you know, get something for the holidays. She has a whole holiday line she's doing with like snowflakes, candy canes, kind of whatever you want, and you can do custom stuff. And you can do custom stuff, so definitely check her out if you guys are interested in that. Anyway, back to the plants. But that was my Hoya Bella and it just glowed up so much. I'm so proud of it and just can't wait to watch it continue to grow. So next up is a plant that I absolutely love. I got it off Etsy. I don't remember the date, but I'll put it on the screen. And when it arrived, it had 3 baby leaves. I was a little bit disappointed when I got it because the pictures had showed fenestrated leaves, but when it arrived, it did not have any fenestrations. It just had baby leaves. But I was like, okay, there's nothing I can do. I I'm happy to have this plant in my collection. I'm gonna let it be. So at about the same time that I got the plant, I actually got my greenhouse cabinet, the first one I have that's sitting in my living room, and I assembled it. I was so excited. This was like the first plant I put inside it because I was like, I wanna give this plant the ultimate treatment so it grows beautifully. And lo and behold, overnight, the first night, the grow light fell off the top of my cabinet and decapitated 2 of the 3 leaves of this plant. So I ended up with 1 baby leaf. I was devastated. I was convinced that was the end for it. But basically we're in a completely different place now. So I wanted to show you guys the glow up of my beautiful Thai constellation. Here she is. Here is the most recent leaf. I think I've showed this one to you guys before. She's just so beautiful. I love this leaf. There are a couple struggle leaves right now. So this one is yellowing a bit and this one is yellowing too. So at first I thought it was rotting or something was going on, but I ended up moving it out from under the grow light and I think it was actually just getting too much light because since then these have not worsened at all. They're still like very firmly attached to the plant. They're not wobbly or anything and they haven't gotten any yellower. So I think it was getting too much light where it was sat before, and so hopefully it likes its new place now. I'm waiting for the new leaf to come. I'm seeing a little bit of a pregnancy bump, but we'll see. Hopefully we'll get another leaf soon. But yeah, I'm just really impressed with how much this guy glowed up. The original leaves were literally smaller than this baby leaf, and now we're here. We have numerous fenestrations. Beautiful, beautiful plant glow up number 3. Okay, next up is another one of my favorite plants of probably all time. I have quite a few of these in my home. I think they're just a beautiful, beautiful plant. It is another Hoya. So the reason I'm excited about this one is because everybody knows this Hoya in particular grows really slowly. And for some reason, this one's actually growing at a decent pace. So let me insert the original picture of what it looked like when I first got it. It was very cute. I got it for a great price. So I was super excited about it. And now this is how big this baby is. Now that may not look like a huge change, but if you're familiar with this plant, you know it is such a slow grower. They really grow slower than other Hoya in my experience. And so just the fact that this one's now trailing instead of where it was before, which was probably like about there, I'm so proud of it. I think it looks so cute and it's super easy care. I just wait until the leaves are wrinkly and then I give it a full soak through and it just puts out new growth all the time. That is my Hoya carnosa compacta. Okay, one more Hoya glow up and then I have a couple more that are non-Hoyas, but I have to get up and walk around and show you because I can't pick them up really. So this Hoya I got, don't remember when I got it, but I'll post on the screen, and it came with just a few, maybe like 5 or 6 leaves. Really beautiful plant. I was really excited to get this Hoya. It was on my list for a while. And since that point, it has grown insanely. This is my Hoya sigillatis and here it is now. You can see, I think it started, I can't tell where the original leaves ended, but I know at least all of this bit is new. And there's a tendril right there. It's putting out new growth there. It's branched off. Here's a branch. It branched off down here into 2 different branches. And it's just so beautiful. It's like a little trailing plant now. I have a little piece that I've already chopped up from it that I want to plant back in here when it's ready and have it trailing out the other side so it looks a little bit less lopsided, but I'm just impressed by how much this one's grown. I feel like this is a Hoya people don't really talk about that much. I have no idea why, but it's definitely not one of the like really popular Hoya, but it's crazy to me because one, the leaves have the splash that everyone loves. Like look how splashy that is. They sun stress beautifully, so they can be, you know, this more green color or they can get really beautifully purple. This one grows quickly in my experience, and I just love that it kind of trails over a pot. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys a couple more, but I'm gonna take you with me and just show you them where they are because I think that's gonna be easier. Okay, let's get up. So next up, I'm coming over here to my greenhouse cabinet area. Oh, by the way, I got my Christmas garland. I still have my little pumpkin garland up because, you know, Thanksgiving didn't happen yet. It's in 2 days, but I wanted to get Christmassy, so there's that. But yes, the one I wanted to show you guys is this beautiful plowmanii. So I'll insert a picture of what it looked like when I first got it. It didn't really go through any drama when I first got it, but the leaves were about this size, which is, you know, about the size of my hand, a little bit smaller. And it started with about, I think, 1 leaf, and then every time it would get 3 leaves, it would drop the lowest leaf. So that was kind of a bummer. It was always a small plant until I transferred it to this crawling pot. So you guys can see how crazy the stem is now. Like this is the new stem, it's so thick. And then this is what the leaves look like now. I mean, you can see the clear size difference there. That was a recent leaf. This one was. So this guy is just glowed up completely. And now it holds on to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 7 leaves at one time. So I can't wait to see what this next leaf is. There's the growth point right here, right there. So New growth is coming soon, I'm sure. It's also about to run out of space in the pot, so comment down below, what should I do? Should I cut it? I think it would be fine if I cut it just because it's rooted all along the stems. I think it would do fine, but then what? What do I do once I cut it? Like, should I keep every single piece? I don't know. I feel like I should maybe give some away or sell some or something. I don't know. It's just so much plant, and as you can see, I'm genuinely running out of space for plants. I mean, they're everywhere in my life. Okay, next one. This is kind of a glow down, but also a glow up, so I'm gonna include it. My beautiful Ring of Fire baby. Here she is. So I'm gonna put on the screen the picture of her when I first got her, the one leaf cutting. It was a beautiful leaf. It was a really good size, and it was unrooted when I got it, so I tried to root it up, and it completely rotted into a little baby chunk. And so I just threw the chunk into my prop box. I was kind of devastated because I spent, you know, some money on this plant when I got it, but now the chunk has sprouted. Look at the newest leaf, some great variegation. It is doing well. Nothing crazy with the roots, but it is doing really well. So that is kind of like a glow down because it died all the way back to a chunk, but you know what, we're back at it. It's gonna come back to life. I'm feeling very excited about it. Okay, who is next? I'm kind of just walking around trying to figure out who deserves a glow up commentary next. Oh, I know who. Let's come into my horrifyingly messy plant room. This is something I'm gonna clean tonight. I think I might film a like clean with me video because I've honestly been putting it off and it's overwhelming in here. Like, it's just crazy everywhere. Anyway, a glow down that I have is actually in my prop box because it really struggled. So this was also from my first import order I placed. It was an Anthurium crystallinum and it did really well. Well, actually, no, that's not true. It almost died on the way here and it had one struggling leaf left. So I put it in leca and I put it in my greenhouse cabinet and it ended up doing really well. And at its peak, it had like 3 or 4 leaves. I'll insert a picture. And then I tried to transfer it to a bigger leca container because it was running out of space and it completely rotted and died immediately, like within 2 days. So I had a teensy bit of the chunk left. So I decided, like I do with everything, let me throw it in my prop box. And so you can see that's the chunk right there. It's pretty much like very dark brown, but it has a lot of roots on it. And then it just put out this adorable leaf. It's a very small leaf, but I'm just happy it put out any... Bless you. I'm just happy it put out anything. Like, I can't even believe... I thought it was definitely a goner, so I'm just thrilled that it's doing well now. So that was definitely a glow down, but we're gonna glow back up. I believe in us. It's gonna happen. This will soon be a full plant. Mark my words. Give me a year, and maybe we will be there. Oh, I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek because we're here right now. So I'm about to hit 1,000 followers on Instagram. I think I'm at 980 something, so very close. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, please do so I can hit 1,000 because I really want to do my giveaway. And so I'm gonna actually be giving away a cutting of my Philodendron Variegated. You can see it's a nice size cutting. Here, we'll put it next to Tyson for scale. Pretty good size. Yeah, Tyson approves. And I'm waiting for it to root up a little bit more, but it is rooting well. It has a root and then it popped out its growth point. So it's gonna put out another leaf soon. So I'm gonna be using this guy in my giveaway. I think I'm also gonna give away some variegated bro marks cuttings because I, as I've mentioned, have a million. I really like these ones, so maybe I'll give those ones away. And I may throw in just a couple extra bonus plants, like maybe a melanochrysum cutting or something. I don't know yet, but definitely please help me get to 1,000 so I can do my giveaway because I'm very excited to be able to give you guys some plants as a little thank you for all the support that everyone's been giving me because I appreciate it so much. I never expected, you know, support from you guys like this. So thank you so much. Oh, okay. Not getting emotional. We're all good. Oh yeah, I have one more I want to do. Okay, so this is my beautiful albo Syngonium, which I talk about quite a lot. I've shown you guys many times. She's a beauty, she's a beast now. You can see she's quite large. And when I first got this plant, it was like maybe 3 or 4 leaves. I'll insert a picture as well. No, it was actually 2 leaves when it came. I remember. I'll try to find the original listing of it. Anyway, you can see now it's totally massive. There's so many stems in this pot. It's putting out tons of new growth. There's a new little baby leaf in there. That's a new leaf right there, that light green one. So this guy has definitely glowed up. Okay, I definitely went out of order. I wanted to be organized and do all my glow ups and then my glow downs. But then once I started walking around the house, I kind of started talking about everything, which always happens because I get distracted very easily, especially when talking about plants. So sorry this was a super disorganized video, but I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of my glow ups and glow downs. Definitely comment down below what plants have you had that you've seen an amazing transformation with. and what plants have gone downhill, and maybe you're gonna save them, maybe not. It happens. But yeah, comment down below and like and subscribe if you feel like it. No pressure as always. And I hope you guys have a good week. Bye.